So for my range of motion test, I'm going to do hip flexion. So for hip flexion, I'm doing, because he has a hip flexed posture and gait when he walks, so I want to test his hip flexion and see how he can get it and see if it's in contraction or not. The normal range of motion for hip flexion is 120 degrees. Just looking at the rubric. Okay, let me set up my camera here. So, Danny, what I'm going to do is we're going to test your hip flexion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move. Is it okay if I move your leg? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move your leg up into flexion, right? And I want you to see how far you can move that way, okay? Try and keep your pelvis on the ground, and I'm going to make sure that you don't compensate at all. And we should be doing this on a table, but you know, we're working with what we have. All right, so go ahead and move up into hip flexion. All right about there. Okay, go ahead and relax now. I'm going to move your arm so I can get the angle. What I'm going to do is feel for your greater trochanter at your hip. Okay, I'm going to line it up with your lateral epicondyle of your femur. All right, and then go ahead and move in. Oh, actually, sorry, I messed that up. I'm going to go greater trochanter to your here. Okay, now go into hip flexion. There we go. Now I'm going to line it up with lateral epicondyle. Right about. Okay, go ahead and relax for me. Good. And you get about 115 degrees. All right. So we avoided compensations. And the compensations that I was watching him avoid were posterior pelvic tilt or external rotation of the hip. He came up pretty straight, so I didn't have to cue him on that. I saw the visual estimate. I did the landmarks and goniometer. So yeah, the distal arm is the lateral epicondyle of the femur, which I corrected in the video. Passive range of motion may be tested to achieve an accurate measurement, including appropriate stabilization. So passive range of motion, yeah, I can see if muscles are tight, especially the extensors there. We're seeing if those are tight. If his hip flexor was contracted, he might have more hip flexion, or it might be painful, which he did not have. The end feel is soft if it's soft tissue, or it can be firm if someone's skinnier. And I think that's everything on that one.